Ah, crap, we gotta get out of here. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to part 37 of Ni no Kuni. So, now the guard spotted us. We have to get out of here. We gotta make our escape as fast as we can.
Don't let him get away! This way, after him!
Wait for me! Oh, so hideous. Why am I so ugly? Someone's coming. Must hurry. Who are you?
But you must be... You're the prince.
Correct. I am Prince Markasan, ruler of Hamlin. And who might you be?
Oh, you see,
What do you think you're doing here? Huh? Oh, no! God! You mustn't! God! No! Oh! Get away! Do not look at me! Get out of here, I say!
Jeepers.
You mustn't look at me! Go! Be gone!
Wow. So the prince is the great sage.
got it in one.
Just who in the world are you?
Your Highness.
You have nothing to fear. There's something we'd like to ask you.
Something to ask me? Ah, I see. Now you know my secret. You mean to blackmail me?
That's not it. We came to... We need the great sage's help.
Huh? Great sage? You mean me?
Yes, of course we do. You were one of the great sages who protected this world, weren't you?
I am sorry to disappoint you. It was my father who was the great sage. He passed away 15 years ago.
But you inherited his powers, didn't you?
The great sage's powers? You should not believe everything you hear. I was never good enough. How could I be a great sage? Me, of all people. I have no gift for magic.
Huh? But you...
I think you've been here long enough. No one asked you to come. Now leave me alone. Go!
There's something iffy about that lad, I reckon.
Do you think...
No doubt, he's broken-hearted.
But which piece of his heart is missing?
What that boy's lost is his belief, like. Sure as eggs is eggs.
His belief?
That's right. Folks can tell him how blinking handsome he is till they're blue in the face, but will he believe him? Not a bit of it. Lost his belief he has, in himself and everyone else.
And he calls himself a prince? That's a laugh. He's just a snivelling little wimp.
Come on. Let's go find that piece of heart.
Right.
There's more trouble than he's worth.
I guess we'll be going then, Your Highness.
I know that man. But from where?
So the great sage is the prince himself, is it? And he's broken-hearted. We have to do something and fast. We need to find him some belief. Is it just me? Or is it getting misty in here? Whoa. This is really something. What's going on now all of a sudden? I can't see a thing. Huh? Wait a second. There's someone there. Who? I can't see anything.
Where'd they come from?
They're still after us!
To our right. Look.
There's more behind us!
Damn it! We're surrounded!
Huh?
Just who in blazes do you think you are? And where in the world did you spring from?
I will have answers.
Huh? We could ask you the same thing.
Mind your tongue, girl. You stand before an emperor. We'll take care of them, your majesty.
Emperor?
Stand down! I must discover how they came to appear here. And I shall not rest until I have done so. It is my sworn duty to know all that goes on in my domain. Come! Bring them to my chamber. We have much to discuss.
Sir!
Huh?
Yay, Metal Face's voice actor is in this game! I will voice him appropriately. Ha 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 ha! The more I listen to your lies, the more laughable they become! Okay, not really. Are you truly trying to suggest that you are from the future? Is that really true, Swain? I'm not sure I believe it myself. There's no doubt about it. You saw the sorry state of the prince with your own eyes. The man you see before you now, on the other hand, he's the former Emperor of Hamelin. You shall tell me more of this. Now speak. What becomes of Hamelin in the future? And who is this prince you have encountered? He had long dark hair and blue eyes. Ha 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 ha! If you must tell lies, you might at least make them credible, boy. Huh? We're not lying. You mean to tell me that my younger son will one day become emperor? Younger? So that Mahdi prince has got an older brother, has he? Look at this. This is your darling son Marcusen, all grown up. This is the future emperor of Hamelin. It does indeed look somewhat similar to my son. Should you really be showing him that, Swain? I had to do something. He never would have believed us otherwise. Marcusen becomes emperor. But what of Gascon? What will become of him? Well, you never really liked him much anyway, did you? He really wasn't emperor material. Are you claiming that I do not care for my own son? I've had men in prison for less. Are you denying it? Surely not. Marcusen was the only son you ever wanted. How dare you? How dare you make such a claim? Your Majesty, something terrible has occurred. It's Prince Gascon and Prince Marcusen. They went out to practice their magic, but they have ventured beyond the city walls. Leave them be. They shall fend for themselves. But Your Majesty, think of the danger, and Prince Marcusen is still so young. You're not going to help them, Your Majesty? Certainly not. They must learn to resolve problems that they are of their own making. That is the Hamelin way. You're really just going to abandon your own children? Silence! But they're in danger, Your Majesty. If you won't help them, we will. Look, we don't have time for a staring contest. I say we leave this old fool's stool and find those kids. What did you say? We'll continue this later, shall we? Whatever challenges face our realm, whether sought or unsought, we must overcome them. That is the Hamelin way. So yeah, suddenly the past. That's all I can really say, just suddenly the past. Now, at first I didn't really... I thought this was like a big fat lie like that they're telling, like, oh hey, why do the guards look different? And I probably should have just guessed that we somehow traveled back into the past. But the thing was, it's just like, I had absolutely no idea when, like, how far back we came into the past. I mean, sure, like, we saw the former Emperor of Hamelin here, and the guards look different, and sure, people are not wearing pig masks. Or pig suits, for that matter. But it's just that I never really knew when this took place, because all this looks exactly the same. Thus, you would hence think of this as sort of a confusing part of the game, at least. Or at the very least, a confusing part of the story, actually. But from the moment I actually realized it was like a few minutes ago. When he said 15 years ago. So it's basically confirmed for me that I wasn't really paying attention, but instead I was focused on the fact that this was like, that we went back in time like 15 years ago. So, yeah, I didn't really understand at first, but considering this is 15 years ago and everything looks exactly the same as it was, you know, I guess I understand a little bit. If you want to know what's inside the shops, Master still sells the same things. Swift Solutions, there isn't really anything to do 15 years ago because the people giving the side quest weren't, you know, having their troubles yet, or they haven't been born yet. The Houtique sells the exact same things. I believe the black market is still accessible. At least I think it is. Yeah, it is. Except it could be run by a different person, but even then, it wouldn't... But even then, whatever items he might sell there, or at least might be there just for, you know, story purposes, he might just sell the same things. You can still access the Cat's Cradle if you want, though. And, you know, thankfully that service hasn't changed a little bit. When I visited Ding Dong Dell, everyone wanted to look at my watch my grandfather made me. Just goes to show that there's nowhere that can touch Hamlin when it comes to technical prowess. So yeah, even back then, Hamlin was still the technological marvel of this world. And the proprietor never really questioned that ever again, because we'll be back to visit him if we do ever make it back here to the future. Whatever's the matter with you? You're staring at me in a way that makes me ever so slightly uncomfortable. I mean, he's just staring at you. I mean, obviously you want to talk to people and make eye contact, but, you know, it's fine. Everything is all good, I suppose. As for the overworld itself, you're basically trapped here on Automnia. There is no sea cow for you to take to wherever you want to go because, you know, the sea cow didn't exist yet. Or even if it did, then it would be somewhere else entirely. All the familiars in the overworld are exactly the same. And blah, blah, blah. More things change, the more things stay the same. Either way, this is where we have to go.
Look, there! It's them!
Come on! Now!
Here goes. Ah! I just can't do it.
Stop whining! Try again!
Be careful, Gaston!
Kazan!
We gotta help them.
Yes!
Young Marcus N sounds like one of them 4Kids actors, honestly. Oh man, wait, actually, does Swain do anything? Does Swain have anything to steal from this guy first? Nope. Nothing whatsoever, actually. Okay, so the Earth Ogre. So I believe he's weak to water? I hope I'm right. No, he isn't actually weak to water. I mean, he's almost dead anyway, so who cares what he's weak to? But, you know, this battle's pretty easy. Easy. I mean, I grinded, but it was easy. And, oh, sweet. Level ups all around. Oliver to 32, Slifer to 12. Learned Hot Huff. Eris to 19. Lilligant to 31. Chicken Hack to 26. Arachnel to 22. Attempt to 23. I almost said 13. Phew. Crikey, that was a close one. Are you alright? You two are princes, aren't you? Your father's the emperor. Yes, my name is Marcusan. Shut up, you fool. You fool! We don't go telling everybody who we are. Oh, so your brother isn't going to tell us his name? Leave me alone. Let me alone. You do realize that we're the ones who came to rescue you after you went off on your own, don't you? No one asked you to. We were just practicing magic. Until you lot got in the way, that is. Gascon? I'm hungry. What? Already? Well, I suppose we better get you something to eat. Come on, you lot. Huh? You never make it back to Hamlin by yourselves. We better escort you. Escort? Us? Yeah, don't worry. You can thank us later. They're not party members. Yeah, let's take a moment to appreciate our squad, though. Let's take a moment to appreciate our squad, first of all. We got the 3 goons and the 2 princes. But anyway, as I was saying, Marcus kind of sounds like, or young Marcus kind of sounds like, he honestly kind of sounds like one of those instances in English dubs where the younger versions of their characters sound exactly the same but higher pitched. Like, okay, so an example of this is probably like in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where even though some characters are supposed to be kids, they sound like they're like grown up or something. I might as well go into the Hootseek here. I might as well get some supplies for us. Before I go on my little tangent, make sure you get Curse Begons. Trust me, you'll need them. Did I? I didn't get the right amount I need. 20 should be good. And nothing else after that, I guess. I think. You know what? Yeah, I might as well get sandwiches. Okay, so as I was saying, perfect example of this is in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you have kid characters, right? And the kids sound like they're like, you know, teenagers or older kids or something like that. Like Noah, the main antagonist of season 3, or at least season 3A, I guess, and Leon Wilson in season 5. They're both voice acted by the same person. And they sound like they're like teenagers going slightly through puberty. That's what I think young Marcus sounds like to me. He honestly sounds like that for some reason. I have no idea what it is. But that's just me. That's just me. But yeah, one thing I should probably mention about past Hemlin, well, actually I think I already mentioned that. There are no side quests to do. Because, you know, the side quests aren't here. Side quest givers aren't here, so... yeah. They just aren't here. Are you lot still following us? But we got to tell you that the Emperor... we got to tell that we found you, basically. You want to see my father, do you? I wonder what you want from him. Actually, I don't care. Bye. Hang on a minute, man. We saved your skin back there. Ain't you going to thank us or anything? Thank you? You're the ones who be thanking us for escorting you back to Hamlin. Dude, we're like level 30. The flippin' cheek of this kid. I ain't never seen anything like it, man. Kid? I'm not a kid. I have a name. Gascon. Prince Gascon to you. And no one... Be sure to address me properly before we meet again. Or if we meet again. Not before, because we're technically not meeting him again. Just... Young Prince Marcus is adorable, though. Who the blinking heck does he think he is? He's got me proper wound up, he has. So the 2 princes are Gascon and Marcusen. There's something about Prince Gascon. What is it? I feel like we met him somewhere before. I guess it's just my imagination, though. Oh, definitely. No doubt about it. It's your imagination, all right. I guess so, huh? Now, stop wasting time with harebrained theories. We need to get moving. Ha 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 ha! I admired your spirit. Not every child would so readily refuse an emperor. I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but there's something we have to do. Indeed. And yet, your magical abilities really are outstanding. I realize now that I should never have doubted you. You understand that I am reluctant to let such a talent slip away. Are you sure I can't persuade you to be Marcus N's magic teacher? Just as stubborn as I remember. What did you say? I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but we really do have to go back to our own time. It's just, we don't know how. You wish to go back to your time, to the future. Well, breach time would be ideal, of course. Breach time? A legendary spell, one that allows the caster to take a leap through time. Alas, it has long been sealed away on account of its power. Gee, that sounds like just what we need. I wonder if there's a way we could get this breach time spell. Hey, I heard about your new rule. Why can't I go with Marcus N and help him practice his magic? Really, Gascon, we both know you haven't a single magical bone in your body. Marcus N is to become a sage. He will learn nothing from the likes of you. That's not true. I'll teach Marcus N magic. I'll help him become a sage. You'll see. He does not need your help. Your time would be better spent thinking about another role for yourself within the Empire. What kind of role are you talking about? Would you have me spoon-feed everything to you? You must find out your own answers to such questions. That is the Hamlin way. Fine. Come on, Marcus N. Let's go and practice some magic. All right. I'm sorry you had to witness that. You were talking about breach time, Your Majesty. Yes. Now, in return for rescuing my sons, I shall relate to you a piece of Hamlin lore. It states that the spell required to travel through time is hidden on the Tombstone Trail, along with the wand required to cast it. Tombstone Trail? I don't like the sound of that. The Tombstone Trail winds its way through a desolate valley to the northwest of here. At its end stands an ancient altar, dating from the Age of the Sages. That is where you will find the legendary wand, Mornstar. Mornstar? Prove yourself worthy of wielding that wand, and you shall surely be deemed ready to cast Breach Time. Be aware, however, that you can only cast Breach Time once in your life. If you go back to the future, you will not be able to return to this time. Do you understand? Yes, Your Majesty, we understand. We're going to get Mornstar and travel to our own time. Your enthusiasm is admirable. Yet beware, the Tombstone Trail is home to countless evil spirits. Take the spell and use it to keep the fiends at bay. The Arrow of Light spell. So, this will help out immensely against creatures who are weak to light. We sure will. Thank you, Your Majesty. What do you say? You must find Mornstar and show true worth as a wizard. Then and only then will you be able to return to your own time. You know, I like this guy. I like the way he basically like how he's so commanding, basically. Then again, he is voiced by Metalface. Well, if you don't know who that is, then he's one of the main antagonists of Xenoblade Chronicles, and his voice actor, Tim Watson, is so amazing! Yeah. Man. Like, okay, so this is basically only the second game that I've Let's Played that he is in, and the second game that I've ever played that he is in. Just like, how is he not more well known? He is such a good voice actor. Like, come on, dude. Like, all the voice actors in this game are pretty good. But Tim Watson, though. Tim Watson, though. Just him. Alright, we are ready to go. We are ready to go. So, once again, this is a place that we've never been to. And we are gonna have to, and we had to go eventually. And this area is pretty weird. As soon as you enter, like, some of these areas that have these spooky, scary enemies in here, it basically treats them as that area, which is kind of weird, but, you know, it's fine. We have boogies. So these are our first spoopy enemies. Ooh, spoopy. And this actually gives us an opportunity to show off Era of Light. So, if you couldn't really tell, this is a much more powerful spell than Pulse could ever be. It might have a longer casting time and a cooldown time, but as you can clearly see, it does a lot of damage. So that is all well and good for us. That is very well and good for us indeed. So that's cool. What? 2 moondrops? Are you sick? Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. That's actually kind of cool, actually. Okay, so getting some Summerlands representation with Bone Ranger. So this is the evolve from those skeleton enemies that we saw before. Of course, they resist physical, but you know, it's fine. Maybe. I mean, I say maybe, but you know, it's cool. Oddly enough, though, they aren't weak to Arrow of Light, the Bone Rangers are, which is weird. But, you know, it's this game in a nutshell. You never know what you might be weak to or what they might be weak to, unless you know from studying this game a bunch of times, like I never have. But, you know, it's cool. It's fine. Oh! Now, the question is, do I have a Jackrabbit already? I think I don't, but I think I do. Actually, I don't, so... Might as well tame these while we're at it, too. Okay, so let's see. Jack, Jackie, Jackal, Jackal. Yes, Jackal video! Top 10 Ni no Kuni anime betrayals. Number 5. Number 5. Fucking love that guy so much. That guy is a national treasure, and I will defend him always. Oh, man. But yeah, what's kind of weird about this timeline is that no matter what you do, you can't use some of your certain spells here, like chart chests. I mean, it would be weird that you're using chart chests in the past. But it's this game. Erison Wingding get some levels. Alright, and we move on. And we do. And we do. Okay, the Tombstone Trials are over there. And we could get some runes to get us across. So, of course, that means we need the bridge. Yay. And the music restarts, so that's pretty cool. And, ooh, wait. Is it actually the point? I think it might actually be the point. Where these enemies are actually scared of us. Oh god, we've gotten too powerful for our own good. Alright, we get 2 lumps of raw steel. And before we end things, though, because I'm just going to end it on the entrance to Tombstone Trail. Tombstone Trail. That's what I want to say. Before we end this on Tombstone Trail, is there anything that we can do or we can make? Well, I mean, we can make another watchmaker's axe, I guess. And, oh, toughened armor. Okay, we can make that. Nice. And we can make a scale shield. Okay. 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 Yeah, because of the fact that I had to dequip some sturdy scales off of people who already had them. Ooh, and a stalwart scale. Okay, so that will increase familiar female stamina. No, familiar stamina. So that's pretty cool. Yay! That's cool. You know what? We might as well make another one. Why not? And that's all we can make. So yeah, that's pretty cool that we can actually make some more stuff for our familiar. So that's really cool. So with that, I think I'll equip. Nah, I mean, increases accuracy. Actually, no, I'd rather have the increased accuracy. And I think we're good on everybody else for the moment. So, yeah. I think I might as well just rotate, Wingding and put in 10 Mega Man X. Because believe me, he will need that thing, the Tower Toppler. Alright, we're good. Next time on Ni no Kuni, we go through the Tombstone Trail. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching and goodbye.